Tayma is a large oasis with a long history of settlement, located in northwestern Saudi Arabia at the point where the trade route between Yathrib and Duma begins to cross the Nefud Desert. Tayma is located 264 kilometers southeast of the city of Tabuk, and about 400 kilometers north of Medina. History. Recent archaeological discoveries show that Tayma has been inhabited since the Bronze Age. In 2010, the Saudi Commission for Tourism and Antiquities announced the discovery of a rock near Tayma bearing an inscription of Egyptian pharaoh Ramesses III. This was the first confirmed find of a hieroglyphic inscription on Saudi soil. Based on this discovery, researchers have hypothesized that Tayma was a part of an important land route between the Red Sea coast of the Arabian Peninsula and the Nile Valley. The oldest mention of the oasis city appears as Tiamat in Assyrian inscriptions dating as far back as the 8th century BCE. The oasis developed into a prosperous city, rich in water wells and handsome buildings. Tiglath-Pileser III received tribute from Tayma, and Sennacherib named one of Nineveh's gates as the Desert Gate, recording that the gifts of the Sumuanite and the Timete enter through it. It was rich and proud enough in the 7th century BCE for Jeremiah to prophesy against it. It was ruled then by a local Arab dynasty, known as the Kedarites. The names of two 8th century BCE queens, Shamsi and Zababe, are recorded. For part of his reign, Babylonian king Nabonidus retired to Tayma for worship and looking for prophecies, and trusting the kingship of Babylon to his son, Belshazzar. Cuneiform inscriptions possibly dating from the 6th century BCE have been recovered from Tayma. It is mentioned several times in the Old Testament. The biblical eponym is apparently Tayma, one of the sons of Ishmael. According to Arab tradition, Tayma was inhabited by a Jewish community during the late classical period, though whether these were exiled Judeans or the Arab descendants of converts is unclear. During the 1st century CE, Tayma is believed to have been principally a Jewish settlement. The Jewish diaspora at the time of the temple's destruction, according to Josephus, was in Parthia, Babylonia, Arabia, as well as some Jews beyond the Euphrates and in Adiabene. In Josephus' own words, he had informed the remotest Arabians about the destruction. So, too, in pre-Islamic Arabic poetry, Tayma is often referred to as a fortified city belonging to the Jews, just as the anonymous Arab poet has described. As late as the 6th century CE, Tayma was the home of the wealthy Jew, Samuel ibn Adia. Tayma and neighboring Khaybar were visited by Benjamin of Tudela sometime around 1170, who claims that the city was governed by a Jewish prince. Benjamin was a Jew from Tudela in Spain. He traveled to Persia and Arabia in the 12th century. In the summer of 1181, Raynald of Chatillon attacked a Muslim caravan near Tayma. Despite her truce between Sultan Saladin and King Baldwin IV of Jerusalem, during a raid of the Red Sea area. Archaeology. The site was first investigated and mapped by Charles M. Doughty in 1877. The Tayma stela discovered by Charles Huber in 1883, now at the Louvre, lists the gods of Tayma in the 6th century BCE. Psalm of Maramans, Shingala and Asherah. This Asherah may be Atirat, Asherah. Archaeological investigation of the site, under the auspices of the German Archaeological Institute, is ongoing. Economy. Historically, Tayma is known for growing dates. The oasis also has produced rock salt, which was distributed throughout Arabia. Tayma also mined alum, which was processed and used for the care of camels. Points of interest. Qasr al-Ablaq Castle is located on the southwest side of the city. It was built by Jewish poet and warrior Samuel ibn Adiyah and his grandfather, Adiyah, in the 6th century CE. The Qasr al-Hamra Palace was built in the 7th century BCE. Tayma has an archaeologically significant perimeter wall built around three sides of the old city in the 6th century BCE. Qasr al-Rad, Hadij well, cemeteries. Many Aramaic, Lithianite, Thamudis, Nabatean language inscriptions around Tayma. Qasr al-Bajaidi, al-Hadikar mound. Many museums. Although Tayma has museums of its own such as the Tayma Museum of Archaeology and Ethnography, many artifacts from its history have been spread to other museums. Early finds such as the Tayma Stela are at the Louvre in Paris among others, while large museums of national importance in Saudi Arabia, such as the National Museum of Saudi Arabia in Riyadh and the Jeddah Regional Museum of Archaeology and Ethnography, also have significant collections of items from or related to ancient Tayma.